One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Knights ready to get this thing started and open the season. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So Pittsburgh's offense will have the football first. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition. It's either, Dave.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. And everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
They're going back to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Pitt pushing the pace. Let's take just a second and talk a little Pitt. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long, gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
Got his man. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Knights offense will take the field for the first time. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Brown wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's a heat. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll start this drive. Get ready. Their own 35-yard line. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down is.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the feet. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're...
Headed to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneaking its tracks. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Look out, he's got room. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Hit right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Hauls it in. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Holmes. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pressure coming. Fires downfield. Picked off. What a way to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make...
Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Farmer. Push down for the tackle. The clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Brown will throw it. That's caught. It's Farmer. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Give to the big fullback. The Knights pick up the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll pull it down. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Knights want to crank the tempo. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Trying to do it on the ground. Past the 40. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Close to midfield, 4th down. I think most coaches in college football say that's a green zone now.
Has to be, because there's really not that much to gain by kicking it away.
No, because you kick it in the end zone, they take it out to the 20. You're only picking up how many yards they can return it. So I know if I run a play, I've got a really good chance to get it. So stay aggressive, offensive coaches.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
So much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen.
The Panthers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just...
Oh, he's got some space. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Brown wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Got it in the middle. It's Farmer. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Sweet cut there. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Finds a man on the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Hand off from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will line up to punt it away.
Number 97, Hans punts it away.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Turning it on. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being
looking for the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCF!
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. He'll do it himself. Got room at the 35. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Panthers moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense, quick tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball.
Breaks into the open. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Panthers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. Tosses it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's complete to the right. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
The Knights come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
That's a backbreaker for the defense, too, because it looked like they were doing everything right, trying to defend the option there on third down. Dive man, no go. Quarterback can't keep it. It was the pitch guy they just couldn't get to in time. He's barely able to pick up the first, and now the defense has to face another first down.
The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Keeps it on the bootleg. Creates a little room. On his feet at the 40. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. The Knights are on the move. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep...
Touchdown, Knights! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. Imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive things.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. There he goes. Oh, he got Bruce. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught in the backfield. It's Holmes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's running free down the middle. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. On the option, he'll pitch it. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. After this, it'll be a wrap. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so